All right, I am Woody's Gamertag, and this is our home tour. We bought the house about a year ago. We moved in about 6 months ago, 8 months ago, something like that. And what do you think, honey? You're giving me looks.
No,
April? 8 months ago, and welcome to my home. So this is the master bathroom. I've shown it to you guys before. If you go wide on this, honey, it's big. Yeah, go up. Like I want to say our last master bathroom, we could fit like 6 of them in here. Partly because you could put 3 above it. I don't know what this is, like a 16 or 18 foot ceiling. And the only cool part about it being so big is that the windows and mirrors like can't fog. You can take long hot showers and it doesn't really make the room steamy because the room is so big. His and her things. This one is mine and it's always clean. This one is hers and this is the first time it's been clean.
That's not true, not the first time.
It never looks like this. I think it would be neat if someday we had one of those like double shower head things or maybe like 18 shower heads that like put you in a car wash. But this is our shower for now. This is cool. This is actually one of the things I liked about the house before we bought it. So this is the toilet. This is silly. Every toilet in our house works like this. When you put the lid down, you just do that. And then it goes down on its own.
I don't think I'm getting it good, but...
Oh, it just falls down slowly and nicely, and that's cool. This is a bidet, which is awesome. Finally, Americans are back on top in terms of rear end hygiene. This is how it works. First, the water comes out of here, and you do this, and you get the temperature the way that you want it. Once you're happy with the temperature, then you shift it from here to there, kind of like, you know, the bathtubs with the showers. This is easy to spray too much, but this thing goes like, you didn't get it?
No, I'm too slow.
Jesus. So anyway, and then once you put it back and it, you know, set it up for the next guy. The water here, you sit on it forward like this, and yeah, it has like magical aim. It gets right in the spot it's supposed to. And then toilet paper, get dry, toss it in the toilet, flush it. And now you are shower fresh all day long in case you just can't work it out with timing. 2 owners ago, they were heavy into antiquing. So they would like go to these auctions and buy things, which is why a lot of the furniture in the house is like from the 20s or something. This is actually an old refrigerator, and I barely know how it works, but I think this part here you'd fill up with ice, and then the whole thing would get cold, and this part down here you would collect the ice as it turned into water, and just every day they'd put ice here, and it's a refrigeration unit from old school, like it's like a pre-electricity refrigerator. This thing here, I don't know. It looks like it's out of a pirate ship or something, but we just store all the, like, you know, toothbrush and toothpaste and deodorant and stuff in there. So that's the master bath. No idea why there's a fireplace here. I would love it, but it seems silly to me. Oh, the tub. Thanks, honey. I've said, if you guys watch PKA, you know, like I don't really know the difference between a jacuzzi, a hot tub, and a whirlpool. Some of them might just be brand names for the same thing, but this is the kind that gets hot and blows bubbles and has jets.
It doesn't get hot.
Oh, you just use hot water?
Yes.
Okay, you just use hot water and it has bubbles? A jacuzzi tub?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I wish it was hot.
Okay, can't you just put more hot water in it? It is a lot of water. Anyway, I have literally never taken a jacuzzi in here. Jackie's had a few, and I think maybe Hope, but yeah, that's the jacuzzi thingy. Moving on. This is the master bedroom. Let's go into here. This is the changing room. I don't really know what a changing room is for. Well, I mean, not changing, I guess. In theory, I guess you'd come here and you'd put your clothes on and make sure You look good in front of the mirror, but we tend to just walk through this room, right? Do you use this room?
The dog sleeps on here sometimes.
Okay, yeah, so like in terms of decorating, we bought a couch, stuck it in here. Can you get the room, honey? You're just getting me. It's a house.
I'm getting the room.
It's a house tour, not a Woody tour. But anyway, this is the changing room. You're not coming in here because we didn't clean it, but it is the master closet. And I like that mirror. It's like, I don't know, aspects of this house, like the word I keep using is magnificent. Like they're big, they're tall. Is this a 9-foot ceiling? It feels like a 10-foot ceiling or something. Anyway, so I like the mirror. And here is the master closet. Again, it's a big thing. Like you could ride a bike in it. But, oh, and there's an attic. We have 2 attics, but it's the pull-down kind, which is not my favorite kind. So we put the things in there we don't use as often, like Christmas decorations. What else would we put in there?
I don't know.
Yeah, you know that piece of...
We put like winter clothes, but then we realized like...
We use them every year. You know, like you buy something and you want to keep the box to it for when you sell it someday, or maybe you're not, in case it ever breaks. That's the kind of thing we might put in the don't go attic. And the china, yeah. And then we have another attic, which is much more convenient to get to, that we, for stuff that we go to all the time. But anyway, master closet in there. Someday I intend to do like built-in closets. It doesn't have them now. And maybe that'll be a video series that we do together. So we're walking. I'd love even more light. Whatever. This is the master bedroom. This is the coolest thing. This is one of my favorite purchasing decisions in the house. So it should click. Yeah. When you turn the power on to the TV, it does this, which is neat. So anyway, this is the television that sits at the foot of the bed, and whatever, this is where we watch TV. I don't know. I think that's really cool. So when possible, I don't like to decorate with televisions. I'd much rather have a projector screen drop down if possible. It's unavoidable, I guess, a lot of times. But like a TV on the wall, it's just not my favorite look. I'd much rather have something like this. And then when you turn the TV off, give it a couple seconds and it'll do its thing. So I feel like there should be something here. We don't really know how to decorate it. We talked about like a table with chairs around it, but I don't think we'd ever sit there. We talked about a couch, and I don't know. It seems like it needs a thing. It's a lot of space just for like dancing and gymnastics. But I don't know what to put here exactly. It's a tall ceiling. A lot of the rooms, did you get the ceiling yet? A lot of the rooms have these vaulted ceilings, and I don't know. When I lay in bed and look at the ceiling, I just feel lucky. Like it's a pretty neat thing. So still decorating, obviously, but here, this.
That's the master bed you didn't pull off.
Oh, that's the bed. This is where the magic happens.
Are you going to keep this PG?
Yeah, no, that's a thing they say on every MTV Cribs. Oh, our dogs. So this is Ender. He's what, 9 months old? 10 months old. And this is Harley. She's 1.5 years. They look tiny, all curled up, but I'm sure they'll follow us. We used to call this the dog room. I don't know. I guess every house needs a room to store your junk. And there's a dog cage here. This is a dog cage for a Great Dane. And we put them here while they're puppies. Ender's almost at a stage where he doesn't need to go in here anymore, but not yet. He tends to eat paper. That's his thing. He eats like notebooks and things like that. We would like to turn this into a craft room, some better lighting and some tables and stuff like that. But for right now, you can see Jackie's doing all her Christmas decorations and things. So anyway, that's the dog room. This coming up is the Game of Thrones room. We've mentioned it a lot of times, but I haven't shown it to everybody yet. So, the Game of Thrones room. Here it is. Jackie entertains in here. She just had a party, was it yesterday?
No,
2 days ago. We had a party with her book club, not PG. And yeah, the furniture is new. We actually just got this in, I guess, in time for the party. This area here is going to have like a round table for games and stuff like that, but it didn't come in yet. So we took this table. Come closer, sweetheart. I know. So stand over here by the bookcase.
I'd like to say I'm doing my best video work.
This table goes in the craft room, but hello, puppies. Right now we have it here because there's no other table. There's the other half of the Game of Thrones room. So I guess where you're standing would be called the library. I don't know if you break this in. What's that? So here, let's go here before we go to the other part of the room. The house has 2 sunrooms. This is the southern sunroom. And again, with the giant ceilings and everything. Are you getting it? Seems like you're getting it. And then, so when we were shopping for houses, I guess I'll stand here. One of the things one of the things we were looking for was this concept that Jackie called like a vacation at home. And I remember one of the houses we looked at had a room that looked like it'd be little used, but it had a fireplace. And it was just like, yeah, you could sit here and chill and like kind of be away from the family. So this is, that sounds awful, but that to me is the concept behind the southern sunroom. Like if you want to get away from everyone, there's Wi-Fi right up there. The signal's super strong, and you can sit here, chill on the couch, and like get some silence. The Game of Thrones room is usually empty, which means you're like, I don't even know, 100 feet or something from the world. And you can sit here and just chill and whatever. Get your alone time if you're like me, and alone time kind of recharges you. If you put it outside, I think the camera will adjust to the light. Okay. And this is the view. Is it working at all? Yeah. So we have a really big lot, and there of course are no oceanfront views, but this is like, I guess, the closest that we have, just out across all our property. So anyway, that is the southern sunroom and the view from it. Oh, porches.
Is that outside?
I thought the outside would be like the other structures on the property. Right. Well, I'll do what I can. Here, I'll let you out first. So we just put away most of the patio furniture, but one of the things I like most about the house is the outside of the house. Like when we were buying houses, some of the homes we looked at were just really nice versions of the homes we already had. That is like, we lived in a subdivision, and our neighbors were fine, and it was safe, and it was cool, but they were just bigger versions of the same thing. And I wanted something that changed our lives a little bit. I didn't just want like an expansion version of what we had already. We took all the seating out for the winter. But here, this comes around. And the outdoor aspect of my life now has made it better, which was the whole point in getting a new home. Now when we're outside, like this is the yard that we mow with the tractor and the 0 turns. It's the Team Movengers. The porches, Jackie does homeschool with Colin, and I think she teaches on the porch like half the time. When the weather's nice, anyway. So it's really nice to I don't know. I like the porches, I think, at least as much as I like indoors. And I guess you'd call that the southern porch. So here's the rest of the Game of Thrones room. The pool room, the billiards room, call it what you will. But yeah, we had staff from WoodyCraft over last spring as kind of a team building event. And I started practicing my pool, right? I'm a player who knocks in, I was a player who knocked in like 1 or 2 balls when he got a chance to get up. And in practice anyway, I stretched that to like almost every time I got a turn, I would knock in, 2 to 4 balls, 3 to 5 balls maybe if I had a good run, something like that. Like I became a better player and I was all ready to show off to my staff about, I felt like because I had a table, I was supposed to have some kind of talent. And Fuzzy comes over here. The first thing I did is like, I ruined the break like 3 or 4 times in a row. What are you doing? He's taking a break. So anyway, I'm not good at pool. Sometimes I'm good in practice, but I guess when the pressure's on, I'm awful. But yeah, this is, the other porch. Honey, you're going to have to carry the camera. Can you get that? Well, I guess we'll get, yeah, they'll see everything in time. Dogs. All right, let's do the same thing. Well, you can go first. All right. This is actually the porch that Jackie seems to choose for homeschooling most often. Again, we took the cushions and stuff off the seats for winter. But she and Colin will homeschool right here and usually look at a beautiful yard, which is currently brown in winter, but in the summertime it turns out pretty nice. And ceiling fans on the porch. Maybe this is something that everyone else has always thought is normal, but I was like, you can do that? Like, that's awesome. It makes a huge difference in how much you can enjoy the weather and outside, because there's ceiling fans on the porch like that. I don't know. And lights. Well, I guess lights on a porch weren't new to me, but I never had ceiling fans before. I feel like I see them in the old commercials where they sold lemonade, like Petridge Farms remembers, or the guy with the Minute Maid lemonade on the porch with the rocking chair. And I'm aging myself, or dating myself, but I guess there's nothing new about ceiling fans on the porch, but it's totally new to me. And I love it. All right, Jackie says move on.
It has like ceiling fan talk.
Yeah. All right. Oh. Okay, so this is the rest of the Game of Thrones room. I don't know. I like it. I'm such a map fan. I swear, every time we look at like pictures or go to some painting store, I'm always drawn to the maps. And I don't know. Jackie's like, we can't just have maps. But I think if I was single, it'd just be maps everywhere. This is the chocolate room. For those of you that watch Woody Wednesday, you probably will recognize the room. What we do is we just take this chair, turn it around, and then we use the fireplace as a backdrop, and I talk to you guys. But it's the chocolate room. I don't really know what it's for. I think maybe it was a dining room at one point in its life. It's mostly, would you say we just walked through this room too? Yeah, we walked through it, and I guess decoration is never 100% done, but it's going well. We put the curtains up just recently. This is the server room. The server room's not clean. It's not supposed to be clean. We're going to come in, but the whole point behind the server room is it's not for people. It's one of the few rooms that, like, when we renovated and stuff, we didn't touch. But, like, we store, I don't even know, we've got hundreds of batteries on the thing. We've got old movies and games on the shelf. These things here, I'm not sure how the audio picks it up, but this is loud, and this is loud. And it sucks. We used to have these fans and stuff in the family room, like right underneath the TV on a shelf. And my family was really tolerant, but I always knew that I wasn't doing a good job.
I was cutting you off.
With
Your face.
Oh, it's okay.
It's heavy. It's a very heavy camera.
Well, hold it on your belly and point it up. Okay. So anyway, this is the server rack. There'll be another video where I probably go through the things in detail, but I just like having like the computer stuff shoved in here. They produce heat and noise, and it's yucky. Another thing is, against this wall, there are speakers in the wall for the family room, which will probably go in next. And in this room, it's loud. Like when people are watching TV in the family room, this room is booming with noise, as you'd expect, because the speakers are right here. So I think it's really neat that it worked out this way. Probably too close, because like all that noise that gets created in the family room, like on the other side of the wall, just gets trapped in here and dies. It's a really neat like sound trap for the room. So family room next. Fireplaces. I haven't even mentioned the fireplaces. There's one here. There's two in the Game of Thrones room. I think do we have 5 fireplaces total?
Yes. Sorry, take a minute.
Yeah. One here, 2 there. Number 4 is in this room. This is, I guess, where the family spends most of its time. It's the family room. As a matter of fact, we have some family right here. So this is the family room. We did some cool stuff, I thought. Like when we bought the house, there was a ceiling fan here, and it dropped, and it made the room like this tall. So we got rid of that, and we put recessed lighting in the thing. And then in the summertime, we take one of those like vertically oriented tube fan things, and it blows. And I think it's a much like, I don't know, roomier, like open solution compared to a ceiling fan. This couch.
There are low ceilings on this house.
Yeah, this has to have the house. Like you said, that house, that side, is like 20-foot ceilings or 18-foot ceilings. I don't even know. But even the ones that don't have tall ceilings seem to have like 9 or 10-foot. This one, I think they're 8-foot ceilings, and this, of course, makes it even lower. This couch, always have to do that. This couch is gigantic, and I love that about it. Like I guess proportionally, it kind of looks like a regular couch to me. But if you lay on it, like 2 people could lay both ways and not have, like, it's really nice. It's one of the things I really like. Like, I sometimes in the last house, because we had a normal size couch, when someone was watching TV and like nesting on the couch, it would almost feel like, well, there's not a spot for me. In this one, there's always a spot for everyone because it's so big and whatever. Speakers are built into the wall, so it has surround sound. This and, oh, you're going the other way. All right, so that was the back rear. These are the 2 fronts, and you can't see it, but the center channel is behind the screen. I forget if it's 100 or 109-inch screen.
I think it's 109.
You think it's 109? Yeah, oh, it might be 109. But anyway, this is our screen. Jackie and I put it together ourselves. They did a really good job. And then over here is a projector. It's only 1080p, so someday we'll probably upgrade it. But at the time, there was no content for 4K. And it seemed like it wasn't coming, and I'm like, what's the deal? Roku didn't even make a unit that put Netflix at 4K, so it was like, what am I doing? I don't know. Someday, I was like, by the time there's 4K content, I could probably get it cheaper, whatever. So anyway, and then here's the last speaker. We didn't finish our speaker tour. This is the fireplace that we probably use the most. It's easy to turn on. Let's see, just turn it towards the kitchen. This fires up, and then there's a fan that blows, and it like pulls in the air through here and pushes it from here, and all the like heat that gets captured by the like the fireplace unit or whatever heats up the air, and it just blows warm air around. I don't know. We seem to like it. It's if it's cool out, it's rare to catch a moment in which either Jackie or Hope hasn't got that thing fired up. This is the other sunroom. I told you there were 2. This is the western sunroom. Hello, family. And you guys are silly. So this is the Western Sunroom. This, I guess, is we play games here, especially when Dr. Chiz was here. They always played games here, and it's a view outside. I don't know. Is there anything you'd add about the Western Sunroom?
No.
No.
Well, we all hang out in here.
So before we bought it, there were poles like here. It's okay. There were poles here going down and here going down, and the Western Sunroom had like a brick floor that wasn't really heated. And we took the floor. Actually, this turned out pretty well. So my favorite part of the whole renovation that we did is probably right where I'm standing. They feathered this in. It turned out super. And they insulated underneath here. And now, like, we took what used to be two really separate rooms and made it kind of separate. You know, I wouldn't say it's one continuous room. We still have these things. But it's definitely more included than it was before. So I guess we'll do the front foyer. Oh, and then I guess the front porch too. So this is the front foyer. This is new. When we bought it, this thing was like wobbly and stuff. So they redid all this. And are you going okay?
I just hit my head.
You hit your.
Light.
Okay.
Oh, the lights are on.
So, we got a package. Every day is inside. All right, inside, dogs. You got muddy before you lost your privileges.
Not just normal muddy. I think you should add a picture at the end of how muddy they get.
I didn't think the picture was that crazy. This is the front porch. None of the porches connect, which in my dreams they probably would. Let's go the other way. Quick spin.
Yeah.
So in like, I guess the dream version of this home, this porch would continue out there and connect to the porch by the southern sunroom. But in reality, it stops here. But it's a nice front porch. Again, lights, ceiling fans, stuff like that. You can show the front. I guess we'll do another tour where we show stuff. But, oh, here, I don't know. I'll come out. This is our front yard. What do you say? It's a big front yard, probably about, I guess, 7 acres, right? And someday, I don't know, maybe I was gonna do another video, but someday I'd like to have big, like, cherry trees or something on either side of a wider driveway. But for now, we have pine trees. And this is the rest of the front porch.
They're going to be like Bonnie and Gurney.
We use the big camera. This leads into the kitchen, but I think we're going to go through the front door because I think this is locked. But this is the rest of the front porch. All right. Hello, puppies. Dining room. This is where dinner happens sometimes. You know, I feel like sit-down dinners, is that old school? I don't know. But maybe from the doorway. Okay, well, you've got a plan. You can do it your way. From the kitchen, you get it? I don't know. But this is the dining room. This is where we eat when we eat together. It's not that uncommon for us to like just all have different meals and eat on the run. But when we do eat together, this is where it happens. And it's nice. This, excuse me, puppies. This is our kitchen. It's one of the rooms that I've shown in my day in the life videos a lot. I really like the kitchen. I don't cook, but Jackie does. And she has, I guess she liked cooking before this house, but I feel like she's upped her game. Like you'd given her some nice equipment. Oh, this will take a while to show, but it's cool. What? Okay, take my word for it. There's a grill under here. and she grills things on it. In my dream, I think there should be like a grill and a griddle.
Saying that, but I don't want a grill.
She says she doesn't want a griddle. I'm just sure she'd love it. Again, another fireplace. Fireplaces are usually pretty easy to turn on, which is cool. But anyway, we keep our shoes here from when we get outside. What else was I going to say? So it's a propane stove, which I think is Jackie's preference over...
Electric.
Yeah, gas is just as good as propane. Maybe better because I think it's cheaper to operate. But yeah, when I was a kid, we had a gas stove, and in our last house, we had an electric stove. I know the buyer said he was going to put a gas one in there. I think it's just nicer, and that's what we have. This thing here, I hope Jackie doesn't mind me making a small mess, but you can fill pots right over the stove, which I think...
You did, Colin, if you making a mess.
Okay.
Tell them a lot of stuff for your skin, because I got to put the camera down again.
Are you wearing out, sweetie?
Yes.
We could switch positions. You can do the house tour, and I'll do... Anyway, we should keep this rolling. Honey, you got to pick up the camera.
You were still in the shop?
I'm moving. We're moving. So there's 2 sinks, one right by Jackie there, and one over here. Do you like having 2 sinks? Is that like a good thing?
When I had the party, it was.
It was?
Yes.
Okay.
On an everyday basis, I don't use it that much.
Okay. This is the same refrigerator we had in Apex. We brought it with us. And I guess... What?
My favorite thing?
Oh, your coffee nook? This is...
Coffee and tea station.
Yeah, so this is where she makes coffee. This is where she makes tea. And she's a huge fan of it. This is another area. There was this guy named Andre, and he did the backsplash for this. And this backsplash, like half of these were too big, and they came out like past this thing here. And the guy went and like manually removed every one, and then picked smaller ones and placed them in. And Andre's a boss. I like him. I'm not going to talk about all the bad things that happened in the renovation. There were plenty, but the backsplash went well. I like this backsplash too. This used to be just painted, and I feel like it's I don't know, it lifts the look of things a bunch, which is kind of cool. So I guess you could call this the western stairs, but we typically just call it the kitchen stairs. And now you can come upstairs. Should we take them out back or? Nah, that's not our favorite porch. On to my office. So this is my office. This is where I spend most of my time, actually. Probably even more than I sleep. I'm here. This is where we run WoodyCraft. You guys watched Painkiller already. You probably have recognized like some of these backdrops and stuff. But this is my office. In theory, this chair was for watching movies with like Chiz and Kyle, and I guess potentially Merca now. But we haven't watched movies together in a little while. We'll have to. This is the creepy door. Everyone thinks trolls live in here. It's actually the more convenient attic. And I don't know, you just pull this out, you walk in, you walk out. It's nice. I wish the door was full height, but if I had a choice between this and an attic that was like yet another flight of stairs away, I would pick the short door. There's 2 closets. I'll show you the little one. I like the closets a lot because, whatever. Lights. In my last office, I didn't have room for all my stuff. Like I have a lot of video equipment. I have a lot of like wires and things I just keep in stock, for when I need them. And because I didn't have room for things, it was piled in the room, and I didn't have my elbow room. Like you can see, this thing is, I guess you'd call this room mostly empty, but it's not empty to me. It's my moving around space, right? Like. She's giving me funny looks. Like I just am happier when I'm not congested, and congested. I'm not sure that's the right word, but anyway, but I'm not cramped. I like, you know, having my elbow room. So that's why this is as open as it is. And it can be that way. This closet's a little messier. I don't know if I want to show it off. But it's just like the other one, but it's like twice as big because it comes out to like here. Oh, you didn't show the closet. It comes out to here.
I'm sorry.
So this is the big closet. Do you want me to talk about the pictures? Is that why she's...
Tell what the pictures are of.
Well, I guess if you zoom in, here, get this one. You can walk closer too. But all these pictures are kind of a theme. We've been going to Disney World for ages, so many times. And I don't know, I guess we just did kind of a montage of all these pictures that we've had throughout the years. And some of them, like this one here, is pre-children. It's Jackie and I, back old school. Hope was like 1 in this one, and Colin was just a thought. And as you go on, like here's me and Hope, and here's me and older Hope. I always got my hands up. All right, over here, me and little Hope. It's not coming, it's not auto-focusing. Well, anyway, here's Hope was probably too young to go on the rides. Yeah. But this one's my favorite because it has all 4 of us. Not sure it's working, but okay. So this is my office. Like I said, I think I'll do another video where I talk about the electronics, but on this side is just storage for like cables and knives, and I think there's salt in there, stuff like that. On this side is my little server rack, and put together it holds the table pretty level, and it's nice. Oh, the boom mics, I almost forgot. So Yellow Tech gave us these boom mics. And before these, I'm going to grab my Rode one just to show the difference. Mic talk. But this one here, the issue I had was that it was so small, it didn't reach over the monitors properly. So I could kind of sort of get by putting the monitors lower than I wanted them to be, and then putting the chair lower than I wanted it to be. And then, like, you can see there's a drop here, so that would kind of point down and just barely work for me. And also, it's hard to show quality on just video, but like the difference between this and like this thing here is like, I don't know. Like, have you ever held an expensive pair of binoculars and you just know, like, oh, these must be good. That's kind of the feeling that I get with that boom mic. We had some issues putting it together. In particular, this needed to be soldered on, and we didn't know how to do it. We had never done anything like it before. And we wrote to the company, and they're like, sorry about that. Call, you can get help if you need it. We didn't, we figured it out. But he's like, you know, when you do get this working, you'll see it's the Cadillac of booms. And that burned in my head. It was like, I really want the Cadillac of booms. That sounds awesome. And sure enough, it is. This is what you want. And I like having a lot of mics. Like, of course, the channel's mostly me. But like, if I wanted to, I could just put this over here and mic up Colin and then talk into this one. Or I can choose mics because they're not identical, and I could maybe I want to achieve one thing or another. I've got another headset right here, and this is the one that Jackie tends to use. It's pretty common that she'll, like, whatever, jump in some BS session at WoodyCraft or a debate with my friends, or maybe even PKA now and then, and I just put her on that mic. And it's nice because she's not used to mics, and you start her here, and then in no time she's moving around or whatever. So anyway, when you have the headset mic on, it can't go wrong. What are you doing? Are you guys being bad? So anyway, that's the boom mics. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in those. They sent them to me, and I really appreciate them. They're what you get if you want the best. So back on to, all right, guest room. This is the guest room. This is so soft. We have to get this kind of comforter, I guess, for the master bedroom. But yeah, guest room. This is the one TV we've got hanging on the wall, but I guess it's just the guest room, and it is what it is. It's 4K, which is kind of neat. I've seen some 4K shows like Jessica Jones, and I don't even know what else. Maybe just Jessica Jones. But, oh, there's a closet here. Check this out. There's a closet here.
Hiding the presents. There's stuff in the closet.
But there's a secret room back here that like you can turn in and go play. I don't know what it's for, if it was just in a bad architecture where they didn't plan. Back up.
I'm looking at it. There's a dog behind it.
I don't know if it's bad architecture where maybe they just didn't properly use every square foot or what, but there's a secret room in there now. It's our safe room, that's what it is. Okay. So I guess we'll move on. This is just a double closet. I think we keep cleaning supplies in here. Maybe it needs shelves or something. This is Colin's bathroom, and like I guess the guest bathroom too. It's so tight, but here, so there's a shower head type thing, toilet, obviously again with this, wait, I didn't do that right, but with the super pimp slow falling toilet lids. Isn't that awesome? And then in here, it leads to Colin's room. This poor child doesn't have any toys. Nobody loves him. But yeah, this is Colin's room. It's like a combo loft bed / bunk bed. Like it's obviously a loft bed as it is right now. But I think you flip this upside down or lower it, and then you flatten these out, and you've got a bed that you can make and sleep on and stuff for like friends coming over and whatever. But right now it's set up as like a desk down there. And then his closet is a little messy. Okay, we're not going to look in the closet because it's messy. But he has a good sized closet. That's that. And then more Legos. He has so many dominoes. He has like 12,000 dominoes or something. He likes those. Lots of Legos, lots of Minecraft stuff. I guess watch your step. We'll do Hope's room. Oh, she's here. I was hoping you'd be here. So this is Hope's room. And I think that this was at one point in the house a master bedroom because it's really kind of pimped for like a regular kid's room. Really pimped. So this is Hope's room. And this is Hope's closet.
Get in there, Dad.
Oh, we're going too quickly.
The room real nice for everybody. Looks real good.
I'm not sure if the mic is picking her up, but she said she cleaned it really well for everyone, lit it up. So this is Hope's closet. You can see, like, to me, it kind of vibes master closet, like, because it's big. You haven't even seen it all yet. There's like an L-shaped thing that comes back here. She's pimping. She's flashing me gang signs over there. What is this? Hey. All right. Hey. So this is Hope's closet.
Those are her speech and debate trophies.
Yes, she goes in speech and debate and just stomps on all those poor competitors. It's really an act of cruelty.
I work really.
This is Hope's bathroom, and I'm not sure if I love or hate this like bowl sink thing. Yeah, and whatever, shower, etc. It has a skylight which lets light in. You know, for like the first 6 months I lived here, I always thought that this light was on in this bathroom, and then I would investigate it, and it was actually the skylight letting light in. Yeah. Oh, I was even thinking like during the construction and stuff, I often thought the contractors were leaving that light on, and then that wasn't the case.
It's very noisy when it rains.
Oh, is it?
It's really, really cool, but it always like freaks me out when it first starts to rain because I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? And it's just rain.
It's just rain. So, did we leave anything out? Just, I guess, the front stairs?
The map, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, I guess come back here, honey.
Okay.
We think this map is the coolest thing. There's another staircase, you might have noticed, is right by the front door, and it leads to this map. During the whole construction period, all the furniture we've had moved in and everything, we were super careful not to ruin this map, because I don't know how we'd get it again. I'm sure it's possible, but we thought the map was the neatest thing. And yeah, Jackie once spied on neighbors. That's why there's binoculars
They were
here.
doing weird stuff.
They were. Were they hunting?
They were chopping up a tree
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the side of the road.
And I was like, Jackie, like look at the neighbors. What are they doing? Because it was like a lot of cars parked out, and this neighborhood's not that densely populated, so you wouldn't see like 4 cars front to back. And yeah, you can see our neighbors' houses. They were like over there, and you can see we only have like 1 neighbor on the side of the house, so it'd be weird that there were like 4 or 5 cars. And I was like, Jackie, look at this. And she's like, you rookie, come upstairs. And she has like an elevated position with binoculars checking out what they were up to. It was really pretty cool. So anyway, that's why I married her, because she's sneaky. And this is the front staircase. And I guess now you've seen my house. I hope you guys like the tour. I'm gonna do another video that is just for the tech, and another video that is just like kind of outside, like show the stable and maybe the guest house. There's another house on the property too. But there you have it. That's our house tour. I like it. I feel fortunate. Jackie said a thing. We were talking about someone, and she was standing in the kitchen at the time, and she's like, you know, like, this guy always says no. He thinks every idea is bad and that dreams can't come true. And she's like, I know that dreams can come true because I'm standing here right now. And that was it was a neat thing to hear. You remember this, right? And it's like, yeah, like this is far beyond anything that I ever expected. And you know, as far as like I was raised by an accountant, and I feel like people who are raised by accountants are more open with finances than most. We bought the house with cash. You know, there's no loan or anything, because I always worry, like, well, if the bottom drops out somehow, right? You know, maybe, you know, YouTube shuts off their partner program, or, you know, people stop liking Minecraft tomorrow or anything like that. I wanted to have the house paid for so I never had to worry about losing it. And then because of the nature of it, like, we've got a lot of acreage. To me, 14.5 acres is a lot. In Raleigh, it could potentially be a really great investment someday. It's like a story you hear in this area again and again, where like land passed down a couple generations, or even just, you know, they bought this and then 15 years later it sold for millions. It wouldn't bother me at all if that happened. So, you know, I guess I diversified a little bit. Everything was in stocks, and now we have some money in stocks and some in real estate. So I hope that it turns out to be not just a smart financial decision, but one that makes the house happy, the family happy. I've lost 13 pounds since we moved here, just because I move more, and there's an outdoor component to my life, and that to me is the point of this whole thing, you know, to enjoy your time. So I hope you like the house tour. This is where I live. And check out those other videos that are for the tech tour and for the outside version.